How you doing, everyone? Welcome back. Well, I don't know if you know this, but I'm a hockey fan. No, I'm not really a Calgary fan necessarily, but number 13, when he did play for Calgary, Johnny Gaudreau, most recently of the Columbus Blue Jackets. He and his brother Matthew Gaudreau, at 31 and 29 years old, respectively. I woke up to the news this morning that they had been killed while riding bicycles at home in New Jersey. And literally the day before, they were both to be groomsmen in their sister's wedding the day before. What I'm hearing is that it was a drunk driver that cut those lives short, took away fathers from children, husbands from wives, sons from parents, brothers from, I know they have at least one sister. I don't know if they have other siblings. They've got friends. They've got lots of family that absolutely love them. And, you know, I had the fortune of getting to see Johnny play when he was with Calgary. I saw him out in Vegas. I was at a game out there. Johnny didn't score a goal that night, but he did get an assist. Unfortunately, it was a losing effort for the Flames. But yeah, it's definitely a sad day, not only in the hockey world, but just all around. I mean, just the whole situation. Now, Matthew Gaudreau, I don't know as much about him. What I do know is he did play in the ECHL, and I believe he was up at the AHL, which, if you're not familiar, that's one step down from the NHL. I believe he made it up that high, but not beyond that. He played, well, they both played at Boston College. They both played junior hockey in the United States Hockey League. Matthew played for the Omaha Lancers, and Johnny played for the Dubuque Fighting Saints. Johnny, when he was with the Fighting Saints, was a Clark Cup champion in the 2010-11 season. Actually, the first year that for the Saints in the league. They'd actually left the league for a while and come back, but that's it was their first season back. So, and Johnny helped them win a championship. When he went to college, Boston College, Johnny also won the Hobey Baker Award. Johnny had 11 seasons in the NHL. This would have been his third season with Columbus after having left Calgary. And he was in the playoffs with Calgary a couple of times. Never got that far into the playoffs, but they did make it that far at least. And like I said, I don't know as much about Matthew. And I'm not going to get into their player stats and all that, because that's not really important, is it? Really? I mean, yes, Johnny will be remembered for his time in the NHL, but how is his family going to remember him? Are they going to remember him as a star hockey player? No. His wife is going to remember her husband. His kids, unfortunately, with as young as they are, will probably not have much memory of him at all. And, obviously, his parents are going to remember him as their son. They're not going to, of course they'll remember that he played hockey, but they're not going to remember him as a hockey player. They're going to remember him as their family, their friend. And same with Matthew. They're not going to remember him for playing hockey. They're going to remember him as a brother, a husband, a family member, a friend, a son. That's how they will be remembered. And by all accounts, they were actually better at being human beings than they were at playing hockey anyway. Yeah. Johnny was a small guy, and I'm assuming that because they're from the same genes, that Matthew was roughly about the same size. Johnny, when he was playing, when he played in Dubuque, he was only like 5'6", maybe 140 pounds. That's a small hockey player right there. Now, if you're not familiar with the USHL, that's a junior league is for players 16 to 20. They can turn 21 in their final season. But yeah, 16 to 21. And Johnny is just this little guy, And some of the people were saying, nah, he'll never make it. He's not big enough. He doesn't have it. Well, a Clark Cup later, and yeah, I'd say he's got it. College hockey. Nope. Too small. He's not going to make it. Yeah, Hobey Baker Award later. He made, I want to say, 7 All-Star appearances. You don't last in the NHL that long and make All-Star appearances if you don't have what it takes. Is he like a Connor McDavid or Nathan McKinnon type superstar of hockey? No, he's not. He's not on that superstar status, but he was definitely a star player. He's one of those players that you definitely wanted on your team. That little guy. He was 5'9". When in the NHL, he was 5'9", and I want to say 175. The guy was smaller than me, and I'm not a very big guy. And, not big enough, huh? Well, they called him Johnny Hockey for a reason. Johnny Hockey. Only a handful of players get great nicknames like that just stick with them. Wayne Gretzky was the great one. Gordie Howe, Mr. Hockey. Mario Lemieux, Super Mario. Johnny Gaudreau, Johnny Hockey. Well, it's unfortunate that a drunk driver took the lives of those two young men, and I hope that that he is brought to justice. But is there any justice for the families, for the Gaudreau family? Is there any real justice? I don't know. But Johnny, I mean, as much as I love Johnny as a player. And I'm not a Columbus fan, but I'm still going to miss seeing Johnny on the ice. And, to the Gaudreau family, you're probably not seeing this, but prayers are going out to your family. I can't imagine the loss. That it's a big enough loss for, a hockey fan to deal with. I can't imagine the loss for the family. Prayers to the Gaudreau family. I'll see you next time.